Uh-oh, Debbie, you there? Uh-oh, we lost Debbie.
Hey there.
Hey.
Sorry about that. StreamYard kicked me.
Ouch.
Yeah, it just decided it wasn't going to respond, and then it said try again later.
Oh, wow.
Alrighty, so guys, sorry about that little interruption. Um, I don't know how much you heard before StreamYard booted me out, but this is You, Me, and My Ex, Season 2, Episode 6, An Excursion Gone Wrong. Um, this show is getting on my nerves.
I mean, like, we've seen some disrespect on these shows. Let's be honest, we have. But
Yeah.
like the level of disrespect these people show, I'm like, wow.
Yeah, well, one in particular just irked the snot out of me, and he's been building week over week. But this week, damn right, especially at the end of the episode.
Right? And on that note,
Wow. Thank God I'm older. Yeah, yeah, I'm older. I know my worth and I know what I will and will not tolerate. Um, Elodie, um, or Elodie, or whatever, however you decide to pronounce her name, smarten up. Even if this is for you to increase your social media profile or clicks, likes, tweets, thumbs up, whatever it is, know your worth and know that you and your child deserve better than this. Because
$1,000.
I get the feeling that what we're seeing from DeAndre was the reason why Rowan and him broke up.
I'm going to agree with you.
It's shameful, and his mom made that. His mom
Enabled
made
that.
that.
She made it and she enabled
Mm-hmm.
it.
I just don't even know. Let me put these fools up here on the screen. Let's see if that works. Yes. Since we've started off, let's just finish with this. They still down at the resort in Sanibel Island. They find out that not only are they there together, but their rooms are side by side. And Rowan is just playing dirty tricks, but she's just coming out to be a third wheel. Um, Elodie is trying to ask the questions, but it's bringing out the real DeAndre. He has a lot to hide. And I think the question like if they were still having sex after they broke up, I feel they did.
I think there was overlap, and that's just my opinion.
You think there was
I
overlap?
think that was overlap. Because here's the thing. If someone asks you like when's the last time you guys had sex, it shouldn't have been a problem. Like, oh, it was like a long time ago, like blah 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 blah, right? But for you to get defensive and talk about we can't talk about that, and
I
he's
thought that was
dead
odd
quiet,
too.
and he was
Mm-hmm.
dead quiet, mm, I think there was some overlap.
But you
I think, in my
said
opinion, I think,
same questions all the time. So she's asked it before,
mhm.
and he probably hasn't responded, and probably praying that Rowan would say whatever it was that he said to corroborate, but she shut it down, and I think that made Elodie even more suspicious.
Right. I think what happened was they broke up, and then whatever, whatever. Like like in the beginning stages, LD, him and LD were just like starting quote unquote dating. Like, it's probably really fresh and new, but he was
Mhm.
hooking up with Rowan like during the beginning stages. Because I'm sorry, like your ex girlfriend is best friends with your mother, and y'all even sleeping together. Okay.
I'll take it a step further. I'll take it a step further. You think it's only the beginning stages? You think it was only like the overlap between the ending of one and the beginning of another relationship?
No, I'm talking about
I
the
feel
new.
he hits Rowan every time he go home to see his mother. And that's the excuse to go home and see his mother because he's getting some.
Oh, I mean, it's possible.
Rowan is possessive.
Yep.
She still behaves like that's her man as much as, because remember when she, okay, so the first night at the resort, she had planned for all of them to go down to the bar and have some drinks, but because it's turtle nesting season, they closed the bar and shut down the lights. They do that on this coast as well. But they don't shut down the whole bar. They just take it inside. They dim the lights on the beach so that the turtles can go and bury their eggs and whatever. But yeah, she came to their room and she was drinking and she said something that I thought was weird. She's like, "This isn't turning out. This weekend isn't turning out the way how I planned it to be." So she had plans.
You should have
She
plans.
had plans. And did she say at the beginning, right, that this was a trip? Like I got the impression that it was like an incentive trip. Like she did a lot at her job and like her job gave her the trip and she was inviting him on it. But then she
I thought
turned
it was her travel. The way I understood, like she travels so much that she accrued these points, and then from there, the hotel or whoever sent her like hotel options or something.
no, then she twisted it to that. And then she said, "I got a great deal." So her whole story fell apart for me because for me this went from being an incentive
Right. Okay.
to like rewards points and you're using your points to
Right.
get this to I got a great deal, which means you bought this.
That's true. It's three different stages of the story.
And I don't know, I would have to like yeah. That's a private resort. That isn't like a Marriott property where you can use Bonvi points to get a room. No. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. I don't think so. But okay. We gonna roll with it, girl. We gonna roll with it. Oh lordy, let's see who's in here. Hold on. I just saw something. Okay. Hi. Hello, Sunway. Hell, Rowdy gal. Hi, 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 hi. Hi, Susan. Let's see. I know I saw Ryan. Hi, Ryan. Um, you know that it always gets busy on a Friday before a holiday weekend. People forget and they just decide, well, I'm going to dump my work on somebody else or I'm going to aggravate the snot out of somebody else. Um, yes, Sunway, him and his mother are disrespectful people. Technical difficult. Oh, thank you for giving everybody the heads up. Um, who else is here? Okay, so even in the photo you posted, Rowan and DeAndre are positioned closer than him and his actual girlfriend. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yep. It's just very it's super weird. It's super weird. And he holds more deference and more respect for Rowan.
Clearly.
And at the end of their segment, at the end of the episode itself, where he said, um, he's holding in higher esteem the best friend that he's had for 8 years over the person that he only met 8 months ago. Well, he's having sex with you, girl. What? I find his attitude to be ignorant and immature. And that's the kindest I can say about him.
For me, I just thought he was just just completely out of pocket. I'm like, you really gonna sit there and say that in front of her and be bold with it too?
He just doesn't
That's what
care.
got.
He doesn't
He doesn't
respect
care.
her. He doesn't respect her. He doesn't respect her. And he's lucky that he's had two such great girlfriends. But I could see him being alone for a real long time. Like not in a real relationship because I don't think he knows how to have a real relationship. He is mad disrespectful to women. And I don't even think he realizes that he pits these two women against each other. And it's foul in my books. Elodie, you have a daughter. Get out of this situation. Don't
One
set
thousand
an
percent.
example. Mm-mm. Um, he basically told her, I know Rowan longer, and we just met as in you can be replaced. Exactly. How
Yes,
rude. Sunway says, why not tell when him and his ex have has sex, or do they have something to hide? Exactly. Exactly. If y'all such buddy buddies that y'all could go on vacation together while he's in a relationship with somebody else, why you can't tell that somebody else when was the last time y'all were intimate? Or is it still
exactly.
ongoing?
Right.
That's all that came up for me. I don't think Elodie was wrong for asking the questions because I would need to make these two very uncomfortable just to see their responses, not so much their answers, but their responses. That would give me a lot of insight into their relationship since by this point I wouldn't believe a word that was coming out of either one of your mouths.
Agreed.
Just
For
saying.
sure. For me, it's the fact that she got quiet. To me, that's a
When she shut it down. When she
yes.
shut it down and he was sitting there quiet. I was like, "Oh, okay, girl." I wonder if every time Elodie adjusts her sunglasses, it was like, "Okay, strike 1, strike 2, strike 3." Let's see. Hold on. Uh, Sunway says, why not tell? Oh, okay. So I read that one already. Ryan says, and next week, his trifling ass isn't even around to support Elodie during her surgery. Oh, where is he? He better not be in Atlanta. He's reaping the benefit of those new titties. How rude. I guess he's not paying for them.
Exactly.
Oh, well. He would never cop a feel off of them if I was Elodie. Never. Never.
Petty.
Alrighty. Anything else happen with them?
Nah.
Who's next?
Steven and Alex.
God, here we go. Here's these. Here's
Here's
these
my whole
fools.
thing. Here's my whole thing with Alex. And this is what gets on my nerves with him. Okay. Alex,
Mhm.
you need to understand that the reason why Steven does the things he does is because he don't respect Caroline nor your relationship. I don't think Steven even believes your relationship is real. Sorry. That's the way it comes across to me.
Well, neither does Alex's family.
That too.
And I don't see it as real either. Like, I've been saying that there's no chemistry. Like, I don't understand the attraction. Oh, she got a brother? Meow. Might be incentive to work next to watch next week. Okay, so I'm so sick of Alex crying every time he talks about the baby
I
or
don't
talks
believe
about
him.
her or Steven or shitting himself at work. Like he cries for everything. It's annoying.
His dad was hilarious. When he's like, sleep deprivation is like a real thing. And when he said, "But I'm still going to expect you to work. I'm going to expect you at work every day," I hollered. I'm like, "You know your son. You know your son. You know your son don't want to work."
Exactly. Exactly. But listen, Jessica was the MVP of this episode when she ran outside and said, "Well, we just paid her utilities this month."
Right?
I loved her. I loved her. She's in her confessional where she said, he can't give the baby to me. Like she has serious doubts about him and Caroline
Mm-hmm.
taking care of the baby, but y'all are his family. Her mother is already put herself forward and said, I'll be there for you, just like how my mother was there for me. His family, like, as much as Jessica doubts their preparedness, she's the one who's offering up her children to help break them in, who's giving them guidance, how to change a nappy, how to tell the different cries. She's actually stepping up. And then the dad too, giving him a job when his dad knows that he don't want to be there.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Steven need to put his big pants on and grow up. True. But I feel like Steven and Alex have been shrugging off adulthood responsibility for a very, very long time. They've been
Mm-hmm.
delinquent in life, and their families have upheld them in it in one way or another. I think now responsibility is knocking on Alex's door, but he's still being called back to play the fool with everything that Steven represents his irresponsible youth and adulthood, and that still calls at him because he doesn't want to be a responsible husband or parent.
But see, but that's yeah. Steven's the influence, but that's who Alex is though. Steven just brings out that side of him, which is not good.
But then don't go in there and rinse everybody out and cuss. I didn't see anything wrong with it.
Me neither. And here's
Yes,
my thing is
Caroline said no strippers, but so
right. But here's the thing with Caroline though, ma'am. Again, look who you chose.
Mhm.
We have to keep it there. Just because a stripper is not gonna do nothing because you have always been insecure. You were insecure about around your sister because you felt your sister was the pretty one. Any woman that comes around, yo man, you gonna have a problem with, and that's just the truth. If it's a woman and they're not family, she gonna have an issue because of the she's insecure. That's a you problem at this point, Caroline.
Mhm. Oh, second MVP of the episode, the stripper, who, after booking the gig, refuses to answer any calls coming in from the client so that they can't cancel.
Right?
Oh my God. Oh, it was just the whole episode was, to quote Jessica, just making it drizzle. It just never rained. It just was very annoying, drizzling all the way through. But
Steven
I
being
don't know.
honest, he said, "Well, the party was whack before the stripper got there, so everyone else seemed to be pleased." I was like,
Jessica's husband was like, "Yay, I don't got to pay the door cover. I could just go in, make it drizzle." They're so stupid. You could tell that they have regulars down at the club.
right? And when Jessica went outside, she was having a good time. And I was
Mhm.
like, "You guys, this is my real relationship." I'm like, "Well, sir, most people who are in real relationships don't have to say they're real relationships. So you trying to convince yourself by saying it is not proving anything to anyone. We still don't believe you."
But here's the thing though. Here's the thing. I just have to show this. He didn't seem too bothered in this picture. Let's just call the thing a thing. Look, that's a beautiful bonding moment between dad and son. They're eagerly anticipating the birth of another grandchild. I mean, and this girl's doing her work. Let's see if we can get a full shot here. Why is this not coming down? There we go. There we go. Look at this. You know, this young woman is hard at work, just trying to dip it and do it. And Alex is smiling. You know, Grandpa is probably just trying to point out some things that he's probably missed before in Caroline, you know. I think it's a very family oriented evening. Just saying. Mm, love it. Yes, Ryan, a bonding moment. A bonding moment. So true. Um, wait, Brian, seriously? So I was surprised the stripper was a woman. Okay, so we all know Steven didn't pay for that stripper. It was his dad. So if his dad's paying for the stripper, it's going to be a woman. Because remember, he said if it was a male stripper, he probably would have ran out. And I think it's just honoring Alex's preference for women now. So they were really trying to cater to his needs. Because there was another young man in there was like, okay, so if the problem is that it's a female stripper, would a male stripper have been better? And he couldn't answer that because Caroline would have had a problem with a man stripper too.
Right.
Mm, I would also not have liked my husband to have had a stripper on his bachelor party if I had a husband. But you see, you know, I would never want to take that away. But if I was feeling away, I would have joined them. I'd have been
Yeah,
there.
that is true.
I'd have been there. That'd have been a joint bachelorette party, and we would have been making it drizzle together. Maybe we would have gotten a sprinkle more than a drizzle. I don't know. Alex's preference at the oh, stop listening to so hard to what I say. Steven does not have a penny to his name. No,
Right.
no, he doesn't. He doesn't. Oh my God. Anything else with them?
No, it's just like everyone else said. Alex is crying is not the business. It's annoying. It's boring.
Yeah.
Steven don't respect that fake relationship or Caroline. Let's just call thing a thing on that. And Alex don't want to work. So here's what I can't wait to happen. I
Mhm.
do hope they come back for another season, and I do hope that Alex says, "Oh, I quit the job with my dad because it was too much." Now I want to see what her mama says
Oof. Okay, y'all.
because they're annoying. They're annoying because it's we know it's not real. Again, I'm going to go to the fact that Alex thinks he's Beyonce. And Caroline, you look real stupid sitting there and he talking about you're Jay-Z. No.
Okay, you think Alex will become a stay-at-home dad? No, because aren't they
No.
moving in Steven as the Manny?
Exactly.
I feel Alex will just jump from job to job to job trying to find his passion, um, and
His
ultimately
passion is
try to
not
find
working.
himself.
His
His
passion is
passion is
not working.
well, that's how he's going to jump from job to job
Okay.
until he finds his passion, you know, which is ultimately with another man. I wouldn't be surprised if he meets his next paramour at one of the jobs.
Exactly.
Okay, why can't they send off Steven to work? Ask his parents because he been living in a basement, jobless, playing video games for how many years now? He's 35, something like that.
Hmm.
Um, Caroline is a stay-at-home mom, but yet they're gonna move in Steven. So what is she staying at home doing with Steven? Just asking for a friend.
So
Ciao.
this is the petty part of me. But what would be really, really juicy is if you know Caroline after the baby's like she's taking care of the kid, blah 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 blah. She's sick of Alex. And then one night, like when she can have sex again, her and Steven get drunk, and they sleep together. Now we'll see. That would give Alex something to cry about.
See, I don't think Steven can switch sides of the fences like how Alex do.
Well, when
I
you
don't think
drunk,
he would know what to do with a vagina.
you figure it out.
She Oh, I was just gonna say something really bad. I'm not gonna say that, but I don't think there's enough liquor in their wine cabinet to get him that drunk. I feel he would pass out first. And I don't think she's his type, whether she's face up or face down. I'm just saying.
You could be right, but it would be entertaining. Well, for me. Anywho,
Mm-mm-mm.
who we
So
got
she
next?
quit her job. No, she quit her job because she
No,
wasn't happy in it. And then she
right.
found out a couple days later that she was
Two
pregnant.
days. Yes.
Yeah, she said that in a confessional. I remember that because I remember calling her all types of stupid idiot. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. All right, so let's do Danielle, Josh, Jennifer, and Chantel. What a waste of time.
Yeah, they can skip them.
What a waste of time. They move into this house. Um, how is it that Josh and Jennifer work together and they like where do they send the kids when they're working together at home normally?
Right.
Why the hell they didn't send them kids the first day at the new house so that Danielle could get some sleep because she worked overnight as a nurse. And Chantel going to work, so she don't give a fuck about none of y'all or them baby kids. How like this was so overproduced and fake. Them kids could have been in preschool or daycare or whatever it was. Or if it was summer camp. And I hope that the owners of this home are looking at everything that your kids are breaking so that they collect their damage deposit. How you gonna put the baby up on a place with all of the dishes?
That was like, okay, that's new.
Or were they plastic? Like I'm assuming that they're like
Dishes. Yeah.
dishes. Yeah, breakable dishes. And the little baby there. Seriously? And that wasn't even anchored to the wall. Like that could have tipped over. I'm just done with them. I'm just done. I'm Team Chantel. Let's go back to our homes. I'm tired of this.
I
And
agree.
and and Danielle, I feel bad for you because you're a nurse and you need to get your rest.
Exactly.
And I didn't blame you for walking out of there and going to your shift and left your husband and his ex-wife to move your drawers upstairs to a new bedroom.
I'm a team Danielle. I'm team Danielle on that one.
She was like, "Fix it. Do something. I got to go to work." She looked bone tired though.
Oh no, she looked at bone tired and like she's going to cuss him clean out.
But when he went into the room to talk to her while she was getting ready to go, all of the running upstairs was ridiculous. And
Hmm.
then their bedrooms downstairs is right next to where him and Jennifer was working and the kids running around. She ain't get no sleep at all. None. And this woman has to be your nurse tonight when you get in a car accident and need emergency care. Like, wow. Mm, child. Unbelievable. Last but not least, we got these fools. Do you think John got kicked off the show for being a douche?
I don't think so because like, his douchiness is what adds to the mix. But this kind of was to me a little bit of a nothing burger.
Mm-hmm.
But I was confused with what Lauren was talking about. What is she, no
Mhm.
April? No, Lauren.
April?
What is no it's
Lauren.
Lauren? What does Lauren need to tell April? I was listening for it. I couldn't, and I think I missed something.
She has to tell April the blatant fucking obvious. She cannot leave the state. She has minor children with the most vindictive, petty ass man in the world, John, and she can't pick up and move to California. He's going to fight her tooth and nail.
But I mean, to me, that's not a secret. I think that's just obvious, though. If that was it,
Yeah,
then
but April is doing the same thing that she's been doing since 16 with her first marriage. She's not ending something properly before she's moving on to the next. Yes, she
hmm
can pick up and move to California to run behind Roy, just like how John has been accusing her of since last season. Everything centers around Roy, and Roy knows it. Roy knows that April is his yo-yo, and right now he got her on the outswing, but he's slowly looping her back in, and he's there waiting, ready to welcome her over to California to get her away from John. He also knows that he'll also split her up from Lauren because Lauren technically can't leave. John's not going to give up without a fight.
no. Okay, I thought I had missed something. So I'm like, well, that's kind of
Mm-mm.
obvious that you can't go nowhere.
Okay, so why didn't they think about that before choosing rooms? Dumb. That's because of production. And I wouldn't be surprised if production found this house for them the absolute worst house acoustically ever known to man. Have they April and John even filed for divorce yet?
No,
Well, they haven't because remember she said him sending the nasty texts and dick pics to Lauren was what sealed the deal and pushed her over the edge. Like nothing before that pushed you over
right,
the edge. You throwing him out of your home didn't push you over the edge. You weren't thinking about filing for divorce with you yamming down on his ex-wife crutch. None of them times you was thinking about divorce. But it's only when he sent her dick pic and said, I want to get you back. I want to have sex with you because that other hoe over there ain't really entertaining me because I just got off the phone with her begging her. And you know, you seem easier or dumber or whatever. So hey, let's go. So that's what's encouraging you. And I don't believe her either. I don't. I don't. And Roy's just sitting there lapping it up.
Roy is killing himself right now, and the fact that they don't see this, I'm like, y'all see he's enjoying this, right?
He is enjoying it because he was biding his time when she divorced him to marry the neighbor. He's like, she'll be
Right,
back. And I'll keep her here because she's in my house. And I'll come and visit.
right,
And I'll be the best ex-husband she could ever want. And she won't even realize what I'm doing.
right.
Mm-mm.
He's having himself a good time. I'm like, y'all see he just sitting here laughing, right, and just
Yep.
and just and just waiting.
Ryan, he is playing the long game. He is playing the long game. Like whatever they taught him, the military it had to be like centered on strategy because he got enough strategy. He got strategery. He he knows how to work April. And he knows her better than any of her husbands, wives, spouses, domestic partners, whatever she choosing to call her paramour at the time. He knows her the best, and he know how to work it. I love it. I love it. I love it. There was nothing to this other than Roy entertaining himself with the foolery.
That's all it is.
Mm-hmm. And I think that was it. Those were the
That was it.
four
hmm
couples. This was a total nothing burger. I was either giggling or completely infuriated. Giggling with Roy and infuriated with DeAndre. Um, Next week, so y'all said that we gonna see Elodie's brother. Yum yum yum. Um, Why don't I stick around to look at the previews for next week? Oh God, I'm so lacking. Anywho, that's it, y'all. That was the episode. Jamal, did we miss anybody or any points that you want to bring up?
No, we are good to go.
All right, y'all. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Memorial weekend. Give thanks for those who served and paid the ultimate price. And have a hot dog for me. Is it too late for me to go out and buy a pack of hot dogs? Oh
What time is it?
God.
No.
Oh, we've got bad weather set up. Oh
Oh.
God, are you going to review Match Me Abroad? Okay, so I've tried to watch the 2 episodes,
Mhm.
Ryan. I've tried to. I fell asleep during both of them, but I feel like TLC is going to be exploiting the gentleman with the
The autism?
autism. Yes, and I feel like it's going to send my pressure up. I really do. Um, Stanika, I think if she's never had a relationship and she obviously has some body image issues, Harold, thank you. Um, I don't understand why she thinks her first relationship should be with a matchmaker off in Morocco. That's where you go. And then the gal from New York who's going down to Colombia, um, she's a little bit too comfortable on camera for me. And then when she got down there, and she is too picky for a woman at her age, where she is in the fall of her lifespan. She's just making no sense to me. And I was infuriated that she brought that dog with her down to Colombia. Then we have the young girl from Sri Lanka who also wants a Latin man, and the same matchmaker down in Colombia, I guess, is helping her. I'm team mom on her, and I want the mom to match her up with some Sri Lankan that they know, and not the person in I don't see any of these people getting matches. I just don't. Ugh. What if you skip his scenes? So you really want us to do this?
I'm down. I'll just watch it this weekend.
The Sri Lankan girl is so young. She has at least 5 years to be thinking about it. Exactly. But they like to get them tied down early, though.
Right.
Never too old. Oh. I don't know. Okay, so this is what we'll do. We'll do a quick chat next Thursday. We'll do episodes 1 through 3.
Yeah.
And I'll try not to get upset. I just feel like I feel so bad for Harold's mom. When you see her face talking to her child, like, and then like he's going over to Eastern Europe. Those women are brutal. I don't want nobody hurting his feelings because I'm gonna take it real personal. So I might not have anything to say during his episode, so I'll leave that up to Jamal. The guy was cutting the New York lady off a lot. But I also wonder if that was TLC editing.
Hmm.
He was just there to get a free meal. Let's just call a thing a thing. He was there to get a free meal. I don't think he was interested in her. She damn sure wasn't interested in him. I don't know if she's looking for like Fabio or if she's already like. I wonder if the reason why she's alone is because of self-sabotage. That's
Mm.
my thinking with her. Um, the girl Harold goes on a date with next week looks like Yara pre-plastic surgery. No way. Okay, I'm a watch. Because I had been watching it. It's just that I fall asleep during parts of it. Or
Hmm.
maybe I just go comatose and blank out when he comes on. But yeah, I'm going to watch. We'll talk about it. Susan Dawson, I'm worried about this. TLC is really grasping at straws. I think the show premise is something that they've done before. a slight variation, but with the matchmaker involved, because it seems like something that I watched on Bravo recently, but I'm not comfortable with Harold on it. Only
Right.
because TLC, they exploit people and they don't care how they hurt people. And I don't want to see him or his mom hurt. You see a boycott coming? For who? Stanika seems really immature and inexperienced. Yeah, again, exploitation. But at least she has like her full faculties and she knows what she's getting into and she can make that decision. Harold has come a long way with his independence, but I just have the feels for Harold. I do. Oh, you think the boycott is coming over Harold? They better treat him right. Even if they lie to me, they better treat him right. That's all I got to say. Oh, and for Costco Corner today, I am still snacking on my cherries. This is my Costco snack of the day. And I found a really good thing. You could probably, I'm not sure if it's in your local Costco, but I found it for the first time 2 weeks ago. Organic cilantro lime rice. And you just tear the top of the package, put it in your microwave for 90 seconds, and you've got an instant side. So, and it tastes pretty good. I've tried 2 packs so far. Not bad for a
Nice.
quick side dish. So, oh, and it's $10 for 6 packs in a
That's not bad.
box.
That's not bad.
It isn't. It
That's not
isn't.
bad at all.
So yeah, with some black beans on the side, yum 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 yum, my tum. So I encourage you to head out to your local Costco. This is not paid or sponsored by Costco, though we wouldn't be averse to it.
Right?
Or at least pay my annual membership. Come on, y'all. Guys, have a great holiday weekend. Wait, hold on. Also, it seems like Harold's matchmaker doesn't know he's autistic. She don't? I thought she said she never matched anyone like him. Like, what'd you think was wrong with him when you saw him show up with his rock collection? I don't understand. People will not go for handicap. It could go either way. I can appreciate inclusive casting as long as it isn't exploitive. Yes,
That's
and
the thing.
that's the thing we can't trust with TLC.
Right.
You know, we don't really care if you exploit them if they're good. But with Harold, I'm gonna have a problem with it. I'm gonna have a problem with it. I'll be on pins and me too. She did say that, Debbie. Oh, she finds him childlike. Oh Lord. And she don't realize that, and he didn't say nothing. Oh my God. See, TLC setting this up so that Harold take the fall because he ain't do full disclosure. That's dumb. Again, it's pissing me off. Pissing me off. What was this last one? She said he reminds him of her younger brother. Oh. Well, let's hope she take care of him and not hook him up with some biatch from out there. Hook him up with a nice girl.
Exactly.
All right, y'all. Eat a hot dog for me. I might run out and go and get a pack of hot dogs and some buns. I don't know, just so I could get in the spirit. Hold on. Hold on. What was this? He already lied to the matchmaker about his height and she called him on it. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Wow. Did you catch 90 days? We're going to make an effort to watch the next installment of 90 Days once this This was Other Way, right? Once Other Way is done, I think it's before the 90 days. If that girl from Barbados is on there, we will be watching it so that Jamal can hold my hand and pray for me so that my country is not embarrassed, which I feel that it will be. We got away easy the first time. So Jamal is going to be my caretaker during the upcoming season of 90 Day. And more Gino and Jasmine. Good Lord. This season was good. I was seeing tidbits of it. I don't they need to get better characters, and Gino and Jasmine are not it. Not it. But we shall see. We shall see. Okay, guys, leave your comments below. Let us know if you want us to like really deep dive into matchmaker, whatever, abroad. We'll give it a look. We promise. Next Thursday or Friday. Jamal, are you gonna have a good weekend?
I am. You do the same.
Alrighty. Guys, stay safe. Enjoy. Eat a hot dog for me. And until next time,
Yep.
bye.